Welcome everybody to another exciting update. This is quite a big update. I probably say that every video, but this one is. I spent about a week and a half building this, and it is a new value bets page. Yeah, and I've just collated the feedback over the past year or so, but really kind of inspired by the conversations and the enthusiasm on the Discord at the moment. For the past sort of maybe 4 or 5 months. There's been a lot of great work done there, a lot of great research as well. Especially Rob H deserves a massive shout out, I think, for basically just kickstarting the whole thing. And as I say, inspiring me to dive back into this page, because previously it was called the probability page. So straight away, the intent isn't really value bets. And the intent wasn't at first, it was to just list all of the probability model outputs, and then you can also see if there's a value bet, it would highlight it. But as people started to use it more and more, it became more about the value bets. So yeah, I thought a general refresh was definitely due. And the feedback's been amazing. The feedback always is amazing. And one of the main things is actually now, as I say, the context, the intent. This is a value bets page. Previously, you could see games that were grey. They weren't highlighted. They weren't value bets. You won't see them anymore, because I think 90% of us, when we came onto this page, we would open the filter, we would toggle show value bets only. I did that every single time. So I think if you want to see a list of probability outputs and rank them regardless of value bet or not, you can do that on quick filters. If people really want it back, I can put it back in and just sort of turn it on by default, which is probably what it should have been last time. Or you can use quick filters to find that data really easily anyway. So this is it. This is the UI. It looks really similar. The main thing that's been added is the ability to filter on so much more, and really narrow in to what it is you're looking for in terms of the value, the probability, the odds as well. So as I say, the UI is pretty similar. You can see the drop down of markets here. And you'll see that there's only 3 games for corners here. This is a good way to kind of just go into the filters. And that's because by default, it's going to be showing the next 12 hours. You can change that and it'll save on your account. Bookmakers, I'll start at bookmakers so we can just sort of go through it. This software that I'm using to record the screen doesn't show you the drop down, so I'll just have to talk you through it. At the moment, it says all. And what that means now, and this is another addition to this page, previously, it used to just look at Bet365, but now it's looking at Pinnacle, it's looking at 1xBet and Bet365. So let's say you've got a home team, probability is 79% or something. It will then look at all of those bookmakers and more to come as well, and check if it's a value bet. And if one of them is higher than the other, it will pick the highest and show you that. So you're getting the best value bets possible from those 3 bookmakers. And as I say, I'll be adding more in the future, but I think those 3 very kind of widely used around the world, very popular. Pinnacle, not even accessible from the UK, but very popular as a guide, as a comparison, because it's one of the sharpest bookmakers, of course. The date range, again, this is one of the most popular pieces of feedback I had. By default, next 12 hours, you can't see this, but next 24, next 48, next 72, and then at the bottom, which I think will be very popular with people, next 5 days. Next 5 days. So let's set it to next 48 hours just for the example. The sort by, you can now sort by odds. That's what's been added here. You can also sort by probability and value, as you could previously. The default is kickoff time, because it's just sort of a nice overview of the day. Let's sort by probability. League predictability, this is a good one. This is based on the probability model. And I have to give a shout out to Rob H again in the Discord. He was the one that suggested this specific rule, if you will, this filter rule, and the one below it as well. So yeah, hats off to Rob. He's also made another suggestion which will be coming to this page. Not even made a suggestion, he did this himself, which is automated alerts based on the value bets page. So previously he put something together that scanned the page, sent the data to his own Excel spreadsheet and then did some stuff and then basically sent him his own Telegram alert. So I mean, that is really cool. I mean, that kind of stuff did and definitely will continue to inspire me to, you know, just keep working on this page. I mean, that he's basically responsible for that feature that's incoming. So I mean, I'm not going to take credit. I'll take credit for the, you know, developing it, of course, but the initial spark definitely from Rob, who is just a credit to the community. Really, I'm glad that he is a part of the Odd Alerts community for sure. So the league predictability, you can now filter for that for the first time ever, and I'll try and bake that into quick filters soon as well. Not too difficult to do, to be honest. But again, you know, sometimes I'm so in the code and everything, I just miss these things, and yeah, I'm always listening to feedback, and a lot of the feedback is always pretty great. So poor, medium, good and high is the default. Let's just remove poor. Let's have medium, good and high, and this is based on the actual probability model that the value bets are coming from. So, you know, it makes sense. Exclude cups, and by the way, just so people are clear, leagues can go in and out of this. So it's a flexible. So if a league is bad, it's not bad forever. So that might be the counter to just excluding bad leagues or only having high leagues. You know, high leagues can go into bad. It can fluctuate. Just like value betting will, you'll have drawbacks. Exclude cups. Exclude cups. Yep, why not? And then you've got minimum odds, maximum odds, min value, and then minimum and maximum probability. This is one of the most requested things as well, to be able to really dig deep into these settings, as people have been in the Discord, you know, extracting the data from the page and then putting it into a spreadsheet and just sort of fiddling with it and seeing how they go there. So let's filter for this. And you can see now we've got a collection of high leagues. We've got a good day, we've got a medium, but we've got no poor leagues, because that's of course what we're filtering out at the moment. And this is ranked by probability. We've got 93. So let's say, actually, you know, I don't really want anything under 55. That's what I've been testing. That's what I am seeing to be working for me for a specific market. Then we can put, oh sorry, that's the wrong one. Probability 55. We'll filter for that. And funnily enough, Rob H, if we go to the bottom here, the lowest is 55. Funnily enough, I almost delayed this page for like another day or so, because Rob suggested that these settings would be great per market, and he's absolutely right. 100%, it should be like that. But I'm just, you know, trying to work out the best way to do that, because, you know, if you set up minimum odds here for a home win, the kind of games you're looking at, it might be between 2 and 3 or something. Those are the kind of games you look at. But then for a draw or for unders, it might be completely different odds. So I agree that maybe the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got those 5 settings that you might always want to keep across the board, right? And then just these minimum and maximums you can set per market. I think it's a great idea, and again, I just wouldn't have passed my mind, to be honest. So now you can see that there is no results for draws because of these settings, because really we should then go back in, change it for the draws, and then we'll get some games. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. You've got a bit of help here if you need it. I'll be adding more to that. I've been writing a lot recently, so I kind of got tired of writing. Click on the odds and you'll view the odds movement tool. So this is a good example. This game here for a home win isn't on Bet365. 1xBet is where the market is. Pinnacle, yeah, it's on Pinnacle, and 1xBet is not on Bet365. So this is a game. This is a fixture you would not have seen on the previous value bets page. So just because of that one thing, you are going to see more on this page. So just as an overcap, an overview, a review, a recap. That's probably the one I wanted to say. It now only shows value bets. You can filter by value and a host of other things. It will automatically show you the best odds, the best value bet from the 3 main bookmakers that we have on the site. More are coming. If you look at the odds comparison tool inside a fixture, you can see the list of bookmakers that I'm actually able to get data from. Some update less frequently than others, so I'll have to look into that, but I think I'll probably go with one of the most popular bookmakers next, besides the 3 that are already there. You can select a specific bookmaker if you want to. So in the filters, that's here. You can't see the drop down, but we've got the 3 bookmakers. We can just select one of them and save your settings. Filter rules based on the league. So is it a cup and how predictable is it? That's filterable now. And coming very soon is the settings that I mentioned that Rob suggested. So a bit more customization per market. And the ability to export and view the results, that will come probably tomorrow. The results, if you're looking at any games in the past, it will just show the results. That's the way I want to do it. And then when you export, it will export either the results or the upcoming games, depending on your choice. So you'll be able to export history or export the upcoming games, and it will take into account the settings that you've already got saved. So I want to try and make it as easy as possible, but to make something easy, it's not usually easy to actually build. Favorite from the value bets page, I'm just reading off a to-do list here. Favorite from the value bets page, so yeah, where you've got the league predictability label, I want to be able to just have a little star there, as we do on the fixture feeds, and it just favorites for you. But I will put that in there, and it will just favorite as a default, but I want to rework favorites soon so that you can create groups and tags and all that kind of stuff, and favorite everything. So you'll be able to favorite players, referee. We can favorite referees already, but it will just be a bit more in sync. Settings per market, I've talked about that, and then alerts is the final thing which will be coming. And again, that's a pretty big job, so I'll need to plan it out first, and that's where Rob will hopefully be able to lend a helping hand, because he's already sort of done it. He already knows what works. He's probably refined the alerts at first. He probably got too many the first day, and then he refined it, and then he maybe set it to a timer. So just leaning on his expertise already will be useful. I mean, I've probably rambled far too much on this video anyway. But thanks to everybody that has used the value bets page, formerly the probability page, and just keep the feedback coming. I'll log it, and for the next few days I will be adding the feedback that you give me to the value bets page. So if you've got feedback, please don't hold it back. Get it in the Discord, and I'll be just working on this for the next few days, and then just switching gears to another part of the site. So enjoy everybody, and look forward to your feedback. Thanks.